Hello everyone, Larcenies is here, and welcome back to another breakdown. So who are we breaking down today? Now, unfortunately, we're not breaking down Zinc. We're not bringing down Iggy, who's been rebalanced. We're breaking down Paragon itself. Now I know what you're wondering, did you do Paragon breakdown already? I did a year ago. Then I did another mini breakdown, or semi-mini, on the changes that Paragon did. But now, here I go again, breaking down the changes that they made. Now, this change is called the New Dawn. I'm assuming it's because of the New Dawn of Paragon. They have changed significantly, so significant that I had to just show you people and just break it down and show what they added new to Paragon. Because maybe what they did before you didn't enjoy, but maybe you'll enjoy the changes they did now. So let's just go over to all the changes. First off, let's just see the roster. Now, if you notice, they changed a little bit how the roster looks, and it's slight a little up touch. I'm not sure if it's an upgrade or not. Now you're gonna notice that there's certain numbers on certain characters. Now, what those numbers mean? Those are the new mastery. So when you purchase a mastery, they're gonna show those numbers and how often you play with the character. If you have a maxed out character like me with phase and Allure, you can actually rank them up. Now, what does ranking up do? Just like before with masteries, when you level up at a certain point, you do get rewards. So you get your chests, your banners, and all this other cool stuff. But now you can actually rank up more. It's a little bit more. It's a little pricey, but you get some additional stuff. So now instead of being in rank 10, you can actually go to rank 13 and get this cool looking helmet. This is a visual helmet, so that way they know that you really know how to play with this character. But it's still pretty cool. And then some other additional stuff. I'm not sure if every character has the same stuff, but just to let you know. Now, is that all the changes? Just to change the mastery. Supposedly, also they said that the mastery is a lot faster, so hopefully that's the case. Aside from that, another change they added, which I think is kind of cool, is the banners. Now, banners are something that when you kill a hero, they pop up. Now they added character banners. So now every character you master or play with, they actually have their specific banners. This is Allura. The first one was Greystone. This is Phase. This one I actually like it more. This one right here. And then they have others. Like I said, depending on how often you play with the character, and if you want to really have their banner, you have to play with them more. And you can equip the banner, and then when you kill someone, they show that banner. So that's it. Is that the update? Just banners and that's it? And upgrade for mastery? No, I wish it was. One of the biggest, and I mean biggest changes is the card system. Now, before, the card system is something I overlooked. Normally I would say what kind of cards you put on the character. I really didn't go in specifics. But now look at this. They have changed the card system drastically. They have put over 100 cards into the game. All these with all unique artwork, really good stuff, some really interesting stuff. And now these cards have a purpose. Before, in the Paragon I used to play, the cards, only really a small percentage did something unique. And now a high majority of these cards that you're looking at has a purpose, has a reason to put this on your character. And that's the biggest change in Paragon, the New Dawn. They added this card system that adds a whole different type of strategy into the game as you're playing this game. It's crazy. So when you make a deck, you pick your character. That's gone now. You don't pick your character no more. So you make a counters deck, you have to build based on these five different play styles. There's no more corruption and order. There's no more corruption and growth. There's no more corruption and fury. There's no more cards based on characters. It's on your playstyle and these 5 affiliations. Now there's some that stood, but there's 3 more that are different. We have growth, knowledge, order, death, and chaos. Growth is more for a tanky build that slowly increases your strength. Knowledge is for a tactical playstyle, more of a strategic build. Order is for support type, so that way you can get your health benefits. Death is to bend rules, allows you to go invisible and use cheap tactics. And chaos is for more of an aggressive playstyle. So These are your 5 choices. Now, depending on how you play your character, you pick the choices you want. So if you're aggressive with Revenant, you pick Chaos. If you want to play a little bit more strategic, you'll pick Knowledge. If you want to be a support build, you pick Order. If you want to, be sneaky and be Assassin, you pick Death. If you want to be a tank and slowly upgrade your strength, you pick Growth. These are your 5 choices. This depends on how you play your character or how you play the game in general. Now that's a significant difference right there. So you pick your 2 affiliations. What's next? It shows you the cards for those 2, and that's it. They don't show you the other ones. You just see the cards for those 2 affiliations, and that's it. So you go and you pick the minimum of 3, maximum of 12. Now why minimum of 3? Well, they changed that too. As you pick your cards, you pick as many as you want. You can pick 12, you can pick 3, you can pick 6, you can pick whatever. You can only equip 3 of these bad boys. That's a big change right there as well. Normally in Paragon, you had 6 different card slots. Now you have only 3. Now certain cards, you're able to de-equip certain cards. Certain cards actually cursed and stay on you. Certain cards are destroyed when you die. So it depends on what kind of cards you pick, what kind of playstyle you are, what benefits you get. Now, each card, how do you pick your cards? Like I said, depends on how you want to play with your character and how you build your character as you level up. Now, when you level up, it's a lot more different as well. I'm going to explain that in a few seconds. But you pick your cards. So I'm picking random ones, so don't pay attention to anything I'm picking. But you pick based on how you get to level up your character and the cost of the card. So let me explain. So when you level up, you put your card on your ability, and that's it. Now they added a new feature. They added a currency. Now before it was amber, but now it's gold, and you can level up these 3 items with 1,000 gold. You can upgrade agility, vitality, and intelligence. These 3 are your new choices for leveling up. Now what's the point of leveling up? Agility raises your attack speed and basic defense. Vitality raises your health and health regen. And intelligence raises your mana regen and your mana. These are your 3 choices. So as you level up and you get money, you put 1,000 gold to what you want. They limited the whole amber system, I'm assuming, because they probably didn't want to confuse players on how much amber are needed for a level up. So they added gold, which is more familiar money currency. It's easier. And I understand that. That makes a lot of sense. Now, as you play your character, depends on how you play. So you can focus 100% vitality, 100% intelligence, 100% agility. All depends on the character. The maximum is 25, just for the record, if you want to know. So what's the point of that? Now, like I said, the cards have choices. Like, so for instance, this card right here requires 7 agility. This card right here requires 7 intelligence. This card requires 7 vitality. Now, the cards you pick depends on how you level your character. Some cost money. Some actually you have to spend money for it. Some just give you benefits. Some are more expensive. Some are less expensive. It all depends on how you build your character. So it depends on if you want more balanced build or more balanced character, then you look for cards that have that balanced build. Or if you focus on one thing, then you might want to focus only on just that one thing. But it's all on how you build a character. So if you want cards with certain benefits, you have to pick that card. And like I said, this is why I enjoy this game, because cards now have a reason to pick it. So cards do abilities on top of abilities. So it's kind of cool. So, alright, so you put 1,000 coins into whatever. What's the point of that? Well, now they have this gem tier system. So as you level up, like I said, max up is 25 per attribute. You put whatever you want. So your first tier will be your first gem. Your second tier will be your second gem, which will be something completely different from the 3 you see. Your third tier will be more gems. Your fourth tier will be more stronger gems with different abilities. All these gems are different. Now, like I said, every character has the same gems, so not all these gems are not going to be like uniquely different. But you're going to get familiar with these gems really fast versus the cards. These gems are always going to be the same on every tier, and there's not going to be much difference, which kind of sucks. But at the same time, I understand you don't want to overwhelm the people, so they might add more gems, but I'm not sure. Who knows? So you level up, like I said, you can level up max 25, and you can put the maximum 6 gems. So if you want, you could put a full tier of agility and have a whole crazy benefits. You can have a full tier of vitality and have a nice healthy benefit. Or you can put a full tier of intelligence and have more of a casting, ability damage. But it all depends on what you want now. It depends on how far along the ability tree you're gonna go. So if you're gonna put, more of a balanced character or just a heavy intelligence character, then you want to put tiers on that rune, on that circle. So you might as well go, hey, but if you're gonna put vitality, put all the tiers on vitality. Now, what's the benefit and what's the perks? Like I said, the higher you go, the better the gems. The lower you go, they're just gonna give minor bonuses. And if you want to go for more of a balanced build, then that's when you want to decide what you're going to do. Do you want to really focus on one tier? Do you want to spread it along? How do you want to build your character as he or she progresses? It's really fun. Now, as you level up the attributes, you don't get the gems immediately. You get the gems when the slot is recommended. So if you go a full slot, you actually need to get 25 points in intelligence. That's $2,500 you need to put into this type of full tier system. The same goes for vitality. Each one is $1,000 to level up, but to get these gem systems, you have to put more points. So if you want the second tier, you got to put like 3 to 7 points. If you want to keep going up, you got to put 7 points in agility. You want to keep going up, you got to put more points into this one or few slots. It all depends on how you build your character. Like I said, it's a whole big change. So, like I said, if you want full intellect, go ahead, have fun. You want full vitality, go ahead. But it all depends on the build you have. Like I said, I recommend also naming a build, naming a deck, because you're gonna get confused what deck is what. Because unless you know the affiliations, then go ahead. But like I said, that's the biggest change for Paragon. They added the card system, which I enjoyed. Like I said before, cards was just there. They were there to do nothing. They were there to be forgotten about. They were equipment, and you equipped it, and you didn't really pay no mind. Granted, some certain card works were really looking badass looking, but what's the point of having a badass card when it didn't do nothing? Oh, this card looks badass, but all it does is adds your health. Okay, whatever. You start forgetting about it. But now these cards look cool, and they do something now. They do something significant, and that's what I like about Paragon. And this is the new change. Like I said, maybe before you didn't like the whole Amber system. Maybe before you didn't like leveling up a card so many times, and it felt slow. Now, Paragon feels different. Like, it feels slow, but then it feels fast at the same time. So it's really weird how you play this game. It's cool. It's letting me learn how to play a game I've been playing a year. It's teaching me a new way to play, and it's really fun. Like I said, I wanted to show you people so that way maybe if you didn't like the way it was, maybe you'll enjoy it now. And like I said, aside from the rebalance for Iggy, they did this whole card system, which is kind of cool. And I like the fact that the cards now do something, so it's not just forgettable. Now you're picking a card for a reason, and now you're building a deck depending on your playstyle, and that's the fun part. But I hope you guys enjoyed to see. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe to see more breakdowns. Share with your friends so that way they know Paragon's free to play. And I hope you guys enjoy, and hopefully you guys enjoy Paragon. Well, I'm going to go back and try to learn how to play this damn game, but I hope you guys enjoy your day.